Hello, it's me Troubadour back again with another video, this time again in the Unicorn Pack. Now, I'm sure many of you have played or watched a lot of Unicorn Pack, and you know, this pack is very broken. There are a lot of very broken pets in it, and at this point I'm just kind of waiting for balance changes. But in the meantime, let's abuse some of the broken stuff just a little bit longer before it gets nerfed. The pet I'm going to be featuring today is the Minotaur, which when you think about it is kind of just a better kangaroo. I mean, I know it's one tier higher, but because its stat gain depends on the level of the enemy of the pet in front of it, it has a higher threshold or like higher stats possible than a kangaroo would, which just makes it really, really good. One other thing that can be really good for it is if you run it with any kind of these new pets that jump. You know, there's jump pets like the, oh, there's the Minotaur. Hello, Minotaur. Jump pets like the drop bear, like the Tsukinoko? Is that the tier 1 that gives the XP and jumps? I don't remember. Things like that, the brain cramp, that gives you extra triggers on your Minotaur. It can just buff it up like crazy. And really what it reminds me of when I do this kind of build is reminds me of Musk Ox teams. Some of you know I am a Musk Ox fan. Even after they nerfed it, I don't use it as much as I used to, but I used to use it a crap ton back when it was broken with the combination with the Mantis, but that's for another story. But Musk Ox is a really interesting combination. I've actually featured it on the channel here before with things like Pteranodon Musk Ox, and it can keep kicking the summoned pets from the Pteranodon back in front of the Musk Ox to give extra triggers. I'll link that video down below if you're interested to see some really cool Musk Ox innovation. But the Minotaur can kind of do a similar thing with jump pets. Now, we don't have any on our team yet because, well, it's Unicorn Pack. And to win, you got to use the broken stuff unless you want to lose about 20 games in a row. So we're running kind of an XP build with the Minotaur in it. We've got the Cyclops, you know, we've got the Lucky Cat now. We've got the Wyvern just for extra level up rewards as well, just so we can keep looking for some of those pets we really want, like the Brain Cramp. Actually, when I was recording this, I was intending to go for the Brain Cramp achievement without realizing I'd already gotten the Brain Cramp achievement. So that's why I bring it in here and decide to do like a jump team, is because I thought I needed the achievement, but I did not. I still think Brain Cramp's a really cool and actually really strong pet. I mean, it starts at 1-2, which is really, really bad base stats. But getting attack and a melon is just so nice, especially in this pack, which is a little more limited on defensive equipment. A melon can be super nice. Plus, it can get rid of ailments as well, which is super handy. Also, it's a little bit hard to stat up if you're not running something like a Loveland Frog, but that doesn't really matter as long as I can get more triggers for my Minotaur here. Now here I make a little bit of a mistake. I think I should have bought the Brain Cramp, and so that it would level up to a level 2 in battle. I think I was just really focused on getting the Cyclops to level 2, just because level 2 Cyclops is amazing. I'm sure all of you know it. It's very strong. And look at this, 18 Musk Ox is not bad. But next turn here, we're going to level up the Brain Cramp. Oh, wait, no, sorry. The Cyclops. Oh, no, sorry, it's turn 8. I got ahead of myself. I take that back. We're going to wait one more turn to level up here. But in the meantime, we face a similar team right here. There it is, the Tsukinoko, whatever it's called. But they're running their own Minotaur team, but with double Brain Cramp instead of just one. So that's like kind of what I'm doing, but they leaned even heavily, or even heavily. They leaned even heavier into the jump kind of build. Sorry guys, I'm so tired. This is what happens when we have a 52-hour work week. Anyway, we get a draw there just barely by 1 HP. So sad. But we level up here and we find a Behemoth. Now, there's something about this run I want to say that, or honestly, it's something I say when I'm talking about getting achievements from our Ranked A to Z series. Whenever you're trying to go for, say, a level 3 achievement, you would think that the best thing to do would be to run pets that synergize super well with it. Like, say you're trying to get level 3 Cricket, well then run a summon team. But actually, the best way to get these kind of builds going, or to get these kind of pets, like get those kind of achievements, is just build a strong team that happens to have that pet on it. Like, just run whatever the game gives you while you're playing, and just do that, except with the Cricket in it. So that's what I'm kind of going for here. Yes, I've got the brain cramp with my Minotaur, but then I bring in a behemoth and I tend to put some fairy dust on it because, well, behemoth is really strong. And if I want to do well with, I really want this brain cramp achievement that I thought I needed. So I was like, you know what? We're not gonna run a jump team. We're gonna run a strong team that happens to have some jumping on it. So it's not really like a full-on jump team. And I guess that kind of solves my problem I was talking about in an earlier video. In an earlier video, I was talking about how I was having trouble winning with jump teams just because of the low base stats of a lot of them. Well, here's what you do. You just run pets that aren't jump pets and then put a fairy dust on it. It's really that simple. Now with the level 2 Cyclops here, we are gonna start leveling to level 3 like crazy, which is really nice. We're gonna have a level 2 Behemoth next turn. Our Team Spirit activates here in battle, which is nice. Give us a little more base stats. Now there will be a point where with the stats from the pets in front, like the Brain Cramp and the Behemoth, that our Minotaur will max out in battle, but that's okay. Even if we get Team Spirit buffs like before that and all that, I'm not worried about maxing out stats because there's pets like the Kraken and there's ailments and stuff that can reduce my HP in battle. That's okay if in some battles I hit the cap really early, because in other battles I will not hit the cap early, and I'll be really glad that I got those stats onto it with the Team Spirit. Here we fight another Chimera team, except this one only has 3 mana, thank the Lord. Having a Behemoth here gives us so many triggers for a Minotaur, and then a Melon on the Brain Cramp as well. I'm pretty sure we're gonna max out at the 50-50 right here, yup, and we don't even need it. That's how amazing this team is. Like I said, build a strong team, except throw in the pet that you wanna win with. Here we're gonna get the Team Spirit to level 3. We're only 2 turns away from victory, but we might as well get it just to get some extra stats. And there we find the Minotaur, so we can get it to level 3 as well. Freeze a couple cornucopias, see if I can find something like a Melon for my Behemoth in the front, something like that. We face an ailment team here, which looks really scary, but our stats at the front are really nice. So even though we get the freeze on them, all of our pets live, which is just really, really nice. Nice change of pace when you're facing a vampire bat team. I don't think they had quite the number of ailments they could have if they're going full on ailment. I think I probably would have lost there, but because it was just like a level 1 red dragon and a frost wolf, whatever it's called, frost wolf, I was not worried at all. So we buy a cornucopia, and then we buy a cornucopia, and then we buy a cornucopia and we get a steak. That's exactly how this food is supposed to work, right? I think it's so funny that it can pull itself. It's like, oh, you don't like the other food option? Well, you can just try again. Don't worry about it. But we do get a pita bread on our Behemoth, which is amazing. We fight another ailment team with a Kraken, but our HP is so high, and especially with all of our stats here, we don't even care about it. It doesn't do anything to us, and we're able to get the win. So there it is, Minotaur, aka the new Musk Ox. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that generic stuff. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll catch you all next time, and as always, stay true.